Hey everyone, so I already laid my black base paint down and already stretched it all out so we would save some time. And I'm going to do a flip and drag on here, and I'm using Lucas Indigo, Folk Art Blue Flash, Artist Loft Metallic Cobalt Blue Hue, Deco Art Royal Ruby, Deco Art Gold, and Lucas Caramel. I wanted some pops of color, but yet I still want the subtle hues to blend into the black background. So I am going to spray my cup with a WD-40 spray to release the paint. And I always spray that away from my canvas, otherwise you get the silicone spots. And I do rub this in on a flip and drag. If you're just doing a flip cups or dirty pours, you can just leave it in there. You'll get a few small cells from it. Okay, so as that's seeing, I'm wipe my fingers off. So I want to start with gold. So that's my last color out, because metallics have a tendency to kind of hide. And I'm going to follow that with the indigo. And this is going to be a little more paint than I normally use. And some blue flash. And some caramel. And then we'll go ahead with the Royal Ruby. And then the metallic Cobalt Blue Hue. So I'm not quite half, I'm about a third of the cup. And I do want to swirl that just a little bit, just to mix it up. And I'm going to pop it here in the center. Got a little leak, that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and poke a hole. My paint is already down. And that releases the suction. When you put a cup on top of paint, usually the paint that's already there will create a suction around it. So I'm just going to glide this around. We're definitely going to be stretching that out. I dumped a little bit too much there. You may need to go in and get that. I think we're okay now. And that did bring up some of the caramel. I'm going to go ahead and start tilting just to stretch that paint out. Kind of lost a lot of my cobalt. I do want to take it off the edge on this one side. And I rock it to try to keep the paint all in one area together, so we're not zigzagging. And I'll do the same thing on the other end. If I can get some to come down without too much zigzag. I guess not. But that's alright, we're going to airbrush it, so we're going to move it around anyway. Black loves to eat up your color. So all these little ends, I have to really push them out. Otherwise the black will just eat them all up. So before I do that, let's give it a little torch. Ooh, almost. That would not have been good. There's a little piece of something in there. I want to get that out. A little black paint there. This will all dry flat. Okay, so I'm going to use my master airbrush that I have in my Amazon shop. It's all one piece with the compressor. It's all handheld. It's not like this big compressor that makes a ton of noise. Let's move this around and see if we can find anything in there. I'm going to bring it back just a little bit to take some more glare off for you. There we go. Let me see if I can adjust the camera. So, come out just a little bit. There, it's a little better. This is when I wish I had a zoom feature on my camera. But we are looking at new recording equipment, so we'll see what we can find. I want to push that gold out. You can do this with a straw if you don't have an airbrush or can't afford an airbrush. Just want to push it just a little bit. Okay. Get that black away from those edges. And now I'm going to work on this side. I normally turn the canvas around, but it's so messy that then we spend time washing our hands and starting all over. Liking this here. I don't think I want to touch too much of this. Just a few spots. Just push this in a little. I didn't like that big open space. It's hard for me to see it with the reflection. But I think that's all I'm going to do because I'm really loving this area and this and this. This is kind of blah, but with it being metallic in there, it's going to dry totally different. So I'm going to hit it with the torch. Keep looking at the spot here to see if there's anything coming up through there, but there's not. Let me give you a close-up. So if you haven't subscribed yet, click below. Click on the bell next to the subscribe button and get notified when I upload my next video. Click like and share and leave a comment. Join us on Facebook. Shop with us on Amazon for all your supplies. Visit our Etsy shop for paintings and jewelry. We're going to be adding, Christmas is coming, so we're going to be adding lots of cool gift ideas. And if you're still wanting to get the stone coat, the code is still available. Link is below, and the code is CWA, all in caps, at checkout. Make sure you have at least $80 worth of product in your cart before you add the code, and you'll get $30 off your order. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye now.